What's happening, everybody? Yeah, I didn't know anything to say after that. Anyway, what's happening, man? It's the GRG podcast, episode 36. We doing it live. We are doing it live, ladies and gentlemen. And man, it is good Friday. I cannot wait. Man, I'm gonna tell you how good the Friday was because I'm over here. I ain't even have a cup yet ready to go. I've been over here playing and messing around with this Xbox X. And man, I'm ready to get into it. But man, we're going to start off and get to our special guests. We got two of the best. Well, one of the best, and we'll start with the first one. That's the best, and that is Luca. What's happening with you? Glad to have you back on the GRG podcast.
Hey, what's up, man? Like, I'm so happy to be back. It's gonna be an awesome night tonight. Let's do this. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. Let's get hyped, guys.
She's perky. She's ready to go. I like that. I like that. And then we go to our second guest. I don't know, man. I don't know about this dude right now. I really don't. But you know what? I told him to come back on, man. And you know what I'm saying? He you know, there were so many people that was bringing him up. It's like, hey, man, who was that 108 dude? Who was that dude? And I said, man, he was just some bum that always said facts. But anyway, man, give it up to my boy 108 Dragons TV, man. Glad to have you aboard, man. Okay.
And he's gone.
Yeah, and he's gone. And he's gone. All right. Well, then we move on. Okay. All right. See, everybody's belling out. Good deal. Anyway, he probably just walked away. But anyway, we'll get on to to the panel. Let's go. Lady Infamous, what's happening with you, man? Glad to have you back. Hey, did you get that casting call from last week? Because last week I know that you was going out there and trying to get that casting of being. Did you hear that?
I got the Oscar, man. I got the Oscar. Okay. I got the Oscar.
Well, okay, all right. So, hey man, what's up with you, man? How you been?
Hey everyone, this is me, Lady Infamous 415, Grown Women Gaming, IntermediateGaming.com. Yeah, I'm gonna be lit off these mashed potatoes and meatloaf today.
Awesome.
But let's talk about these games. I'd like to thank our guest today. Thank you for stopping by and joining us tonight. I can't wait to talk some shit. So let's get this started.
All right, good deal. And then we go to our other matriarch. You know what I'm saying? She says she doesn't feel it tonight. She doesn't feel it tonight. But yes, the more we get into it, the more she's about to do it. God dang it. We about to get her ready. Hey, everybody's favorite tech girl.
It's so crazy.
Oh, Delilah HD.
Yeah, what's up? I'm having a bit of a interesting evening, but I'm enjoying this Assassin's Creed, trying to get my mood back right.
Right.
And I look forward to these topics. So yeah.
Okay. Let's go. Okay. Indeed. All right. And then we move on. Oh man, one of the bombs came in here. One of the bombs. Oh man. Since we don't have our boy Livewire. So, you know what I'm saying? He had to go to a special place. Hey, 100, where's where our boy Livewire saying he's going?
He's Guatemala.
What did you say?
AKA Guala. No, I ain't racist.
All right. Okay, cool. Man, what's up with you, 100? What's going on with you?
You know, sitting back, you know what I'm saying? Trying to chill with y'all every now and then.
Okay, all right, cool. I mean, you could just always do the then, not every now. You know what I'm saying?
You know.
Yeah.
Okay.
That'd be deep.
Anyway, so man, last but not least, man, Triple Cup Chuck, man, what's up, man? How long have you? What you been doing this? I mean, I ain't really talked to you this week, man. What you been going on? What you been doing?
Man, I've been so fucking ducked off playing at Xbox X. You know what I'm saying? I had to have my blade color low sound because man, them images are so sharp, man. It's ridiculous, yes. Man. I'm loving it. Like I was on the McDonald's commercial, you know what I'm saying? But hey, this is the boy Triple Cup Chuck, and I'm up. I'm ready to talk about this games. I'm ready to have some fun. I'm ready to get it in. Let's do this.
Let's go. All right. So let's get right into it. You know, hopefully 108 will pop up when he gets the opportunity to, and then we heard that Fonzarelli and All Day will pop in as well. So the Xbox One X is here. It is now here. It's been out for approximately about 4 days now?
Yeah, about 4 days or so.
Yeah, and we've gotten all different type of reviews. We've seen a lot of unboxings, but now it's the panel's turn to let us know, for the ones who has it, what you feel about it, what's the pros, what's the cons. And we're going to start with you, Lady HD, because I know that you are so
Man, I am like playing it right now, and it's really the only thing I want to do. Like plain and simple. It's great, dude. I can't stress that enough. Everything is just so much smoother, from the UI to just little things, the tiny things, little details you can notice and see. The color gambit. I mean, it's amazing, dude. Like, and I definitely recommend. Just don't even worry about the S. Just get the X.
Hey, just skip it. Just skip
it. Seriously, like save up for the extra 100 because it's worth it. It's worth the extra 100. Plain and simple. Because of what you get, you might as well just don't even worry. Just keep it on pushing.
All right.
I mean, cool. I think the support for it needs to be improved. As far as like how we get the patches and stuff like that. But for every game that I've gotten, like the Xbox One enhanced patches, you can definitely tell the extra effort that was put there. And I don't know exactly how it works or whether it's automatic or not, but I mean, it's really good. Oh, and it's not on Assassin's Creed is lit, man. This game, I'm not even an Assassin's Creed fan, and I'm absolutely loving this game right now.
Yeah, it's pretty hot, right?
It's hard. It's hard to put it down. It's very hard to put it down. So crazy, Luca.
It's a lot of fun.
All right, we'll get to the cons here later, but let's talk about the pros right now. And Luca, what has been your experience so far with the X? Just give us a little bit of what's going on with you. And appreciate it, Jazzy, for the $10 donation. Appreciate it.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome, dude. Like, okay. Picture this, right? Picture this. So I've been gaming on a 720p display all of these years, right? Okay, so I recently just upgraded to a 4K HDR TV, right? As soon as I get my X, right? I am blown away by the difference. It is amazing, and the games feel so much better, and they look so much better, and I'm very, very happy with my purchase. And most importantly, the loading times are a lot better for these games, because that's one of my biggest pet peeves, like having to sit and wait for my games to load. I'm like, please just improve this. I really just want this. And it's been great so far. I'm happy that I was able to get my X on time. I got it like day of, even though I felt like I was going to have to strangle a few people for that to happen. But, I didn't have to resort to that. It all worked out, and I'm happy about it. And I'm happy with my system. Those reviewers who are like, oh, it's just like the Pro, there's not that much of a difference. Yeah, they can all just get bent because they don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah, I was able to get mine on a midnight release as well. I wasn't going to mess around. I ordered one through Amazon, but I also picked up one through GameStop, because I was like, whichever one get to me first, then I just cancel the other one. That's how I went about that, because I wasn't messing around. I wanted to make sure I got my system on the day I'm a release, so that's the method I went with.
Nice. All right, so then we're going to move on. 108, did you get a chance to come in here yet? Are you in here? All right, man.
Yes.
You in here?
No, he ain't here yet.
I'm back, man.
I'm
back. I was coughing and shit,
know. Man, your wife was over there strangling the hell out of you. You're supposed to be going out. We'll be on GRG tonight.
We're not doing that.
I'm setting you up. I'm making it worse for you later on. Okay.
I'll call you the Seattle Supersonics. No more OKC for your ass.
Man, hey, man, thunder up, even though we are in trouble right now. But I've been telling people, hey, we're going to jail after Christmas. It's going to take some time. But anyway, so your impressions, man. Thank you for coming on, man, and all of that. But what is your impressions about the Xbox? Just the positive. We'll get to the negative here in a second.
I don't see no negative, but okay.
Go ahead. What's your thought?
First of all, coming from a super high-end PC status, right, and a tech dude that I am, there is no negatives. All it is positive. To see what I get on my PC, on my console, and be able to keep my community with me means more to me than just seeing it on my PC and playing by myself. I'm ecstatic, and Forza is something special. That's all I got to say. Forza is special.
Nice.
Special.
All right. Now, remember, every time that you say something with direct emphasis, you got to say it because they wait for it.
Facts.
Yes, indeed. Let's go, Rats, man. All right, man. And let me go on to you, Fonzarelli, because I just seen you pop in, man. It's good to have you on, as always. What is your impressions on the positive side so far about the Xbox One X, man, and just everything about the Xbox community, all of that?
You know what? This community is amazing. I don't care what people say about this community, because for me, I got to tell you, man, I've met, yes, there's some turds in the community, but that goes with every community out there. But you know what? As a whole community, there is some beautiful people here. Some beautiful people with great, I mean, big hearts.
Thank you.
Souls, you name it. It's amazing. Lemon says thank you. Yeah. You're part of that. I mean, you're a good dude, man. I'm just really excited for this for this community, because honestly, it's something that I think that they now have the most powerful console there is. That just, you can't deny that. And the people out there that are just hating on it, it's like, why, people? Why? It's a beautiful thing to have better technology to grow this hobby we love so much. It's going to push it. It's going to push it further. Right now, we're just seeing like the first games trickle out onto the system. It just came out and it's already beautiful. These multiplats, sure, you can say they're not that much better than the Pro or whatnot, but damn it, they're still better, and it's just starting. It's an amazing thing to be happy about. I don't know what it is about people always choosing sides, but it's video games for me, and this X is wonderful.
It's about their pockets.
Yeah, well, I appreciate that, man, that sentiment, you know what I'm saying, Fonzarelli, because as knowing you as being you don't have a side, you know, you don't choose. You are mostly a person that's more partial to the PlayStation, but really it comes down to it, you're going to break it down and you're going to tell people the truth, you know what I'm saying, most of the time, until you say something negative about Kmage. Any other than that, kiss my ass.
Mega, but here's the thing. Here's the thing, though, Mega. Here's the thing. I've never shied away from this, and I've always said it. You know, yes, I'm a neutral, but I always go where the games are at, and I've always been a fan of graphics and power. I personally, I may be in the minority, but that is me. I like that power. So my multiplats will be played on the most powerful console. That's just how it is. I played it on the PS4 this whole generation. Now it's moving over to the X because that is where it's at.
Okay, indeed. No doubt about it. All right. Triple Cup Chuck, you have it as well. What is your take on it, man? Give us your positive.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody talk about how beautiful the games look, you know what I'm saying? That's a given, so I ain't gonna really touch on that. But I will say, like, you know what I'm saying, Luca had said too, one thing that I was really concerned about that they really did was this loading time. I mean, it's beautiful. I like how it just snapped in its face. Like, me, and it's crazy because me and my cousin, we got a little, not a bet, but like, you know what I'm saying, like a goal we going at that me and him, we can't purchase no more RPG games, no more adventure games until we beat The Witcher. So me and him, we playing The Witcher at the same time, and we said we're not gonna purchase no more games that's adventure or RPG games until we beat it. So I've been grinding on it. And man, The Witcher, you know, the loading time on The Witcher was ridiculous, man. I used to go to the restroom, I used to go pick me something to drink, come back down, sit down, mess around for a minute, play on my phone, and it still ain't load, man.
It's pretty bad, bro. It's pretty bad.
But now, I kid you not, I put The Witcher on, I push the button, you know what I'm saying? As soon as I turn to the side, grab my phone, I said, oh shit, I'm in the game already? Mm-hmm. Like, it's like literally that fast, you know what I'm saying? It's something that you really notice. It ain't like you gotta focus on. I mean, you notice that instantly, you know what I'm saying? The graphics are just amazing, you know what I'm saying? And flipping through things. And something else I had noticed, I don't know if anybody touched on this, man, I'd have turned my console off, like completely off. You know what I'm saying? I'll be gone all day long. I come back home and I turn that console back on. If I hop back into that same game, I'm right back. You know what I'm saying? The game is still loaded up, and boom, it's just like, bam, I'm back in the same spot I was at. And I ain't got to go through the intro, beginning, or nothing. I just start back like I just paused the game. So, you know what I'm saying? That's another good thing that I like, because, you know, the S, it semi-did, like if you would hop to an app and come back, sometimes it might still be in there, and sometimes it won't. But like with this here, I mean, you can actually turn the game off and turn it back on and come back to it and still be in the same spot, and just like you just paused the game. I mean, I'm loving it. Like, everything about it is like, you know, sometimes you be iffy about your purchase and, you know what I'm saying, justifying it, but like this right here, this system right here is worth every penny. Like, even if you came from the S to the X, it's worth every penny. If you came from the Fat to the X, it's worth every penny. And if you came from last generation, oh my God, you gonna your body gonna melt.
Preach.
You gonna love this.
Preach.
Man, you gonna have the jitters when you turn that system on, man. You see them graphics be coming at your ass like that, man. I mean,
I think All Day died twice. He died twice.
Yeah, he got re-coordinated, huh?
He's gone.
Who died twice?
He got
All Day from the graphics.
Man.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, he had a heart attack.
Good riddance.
It was the big one. It was he was coming to seal it still.
Y'all see these draw distances?
Yeah, no, we're looking at it right
insane.
now. Yeah, it is, and it's very impressive. All right, we're gonna go to Lady Infamous because I promise you, man, if who's next? You know what I'm saying? If it's up to him, man, he's going to have a little bit of Lady Infamous in his life every day. What's up? That's
okay.
What is your thoughts on it? I know you don't have it yet.
I do not own the system at this particular moment in time, but I will get it in the future. Right. What I am impressed with is how they launched the title. Yes, this hype train was on for a while, but how Phil and the team had their little launch parties all over the world, and all over the world was just getting their X's. And I'm looking through the video and seeing how people are genuinely happy about getting the system. All shapes, all sizes, all ages, all with a common goal of just getting that X. And I'm happy for these people. You know what I mean? And from what I see from people who have been telling me, they're enjoying what they got for $500 and some change. You feel me? Mm-hmm. What I don't like is you supposed to, for like people in the gaming world, and you supposed to be a versatile gamer, right? But you can't find nothing positive to say about the X. Yeah, they might have some minor flaws, or I mean, it wasn't even 24 hours since the launch, and it was videos popping up talking about, oh, it's not working straight off the box, and it's not working, it's not loading, and such and such and that and that. And I'm like, I mean, I've tried to find research on that. You know what I mean? On, was it a big issue? Was it a minor issue? Mm-hmm. But I mean, it wasn't to the point that it was detrimental. You feel me? And I believe that, not every console, like 98% of the consoles was like, perfectly fine, but you got that small percentage that's some fucked up. And Microsoft, they got good ass customer service. They probably got shipped a new one with a plus a year worth of gold or something like that. You feel me? Mm-hmm. So real. I can season up my fish for fish fries.
Wow. Nice.
Because it's like this. Don't get me wrong. I own a PlayStation and an Xbox, and my preference is an Xbox system.
Most of us all do. I think everybody on this panel owns both.
Everybody owns one.
Right.
Both of them, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah. So I'm like, why you got this video posted up being all negative about the Xbox? Like, it's not the hottest shit out here in these streets.
That's because they're not real gamers, okay? They're fanboys. That's all they are, fanboys. And, if you really can't find anything to be excited about with this system, then you're a fanboy. Sorry, that's just how it is. If you're a gamer, you should be excited because this is going to push the industry forward for both sides.
I'm excited for the people that got it, and I don't even have it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
But you got this, it's like slivers of that shit. You got people having like 20, 30-minute videos just trashing about Xbox. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck? You can't sit here and tell me in this 20, 30-minute video one nice thing to say about Xbox. Is PlayStation that well of a system for you to clown it? And I mean, it's just like, don't be no salty. Don't be no bitter bitch about it. You know what I mean? If they spend their money on an X and they're satisfied with them, let them live.
That's right, it's their money,
Don't stand on the soapbox and shit and be like, oh, you got like 1 million people that love it and you got like 20 people that hate it. You gonna boast on the 20 people that hate it? Come on, man, don't be like that.
Well, we're going to get into that here a little bit later when we get into the negatives aspect. But no, I really appreciate your take on that, Infamous. Really, I really do. And thank you guys for for the support. Cyrus, thank you so much for the donation. Okay, 100. I don't know if you got it. I don't think you got it yet, right?
I got it. I got it sitting right on the side of my damn bed. It ain't open yet. So.
Okay, cool. But so that's why I went to you guys last. But give us your positive so far of what you've seen, what you looked at. Just give me any of those little positives before we get to the negatives.
All right. I mean, I'll put it this way: the positive is to me, it's worth $500. I had people say, "Well, why you got that first without getting the 4K?"
Your mic is jacked up, bro.
How was that?
First you echo and then you bot. Man, what kind of mic you got, bro? What kind of mic you got? What's going on?
I got 2015.
I mean,
it sounds like the lights sound like 1915.
You know what? I'm tired of y'all disrespecting. I'm trying to be good.
I'm just saying, be good. Well, honey, but I mean, come on, man.
It shouldn't be me. Shit, I'm plugged up to the actual.
No. I'm pushing close to. I'm pushing close to 350.
The Radio Shack mic.
MSB for 7.
Man, that's a Turtle Beaches, man. I'm using my thing up beyond.
Oh man, yeah, maybe a dead turtle on the beach, but
all y'all go.
No, bro, come.
I'm gonna come back in and come back out.
Yeah, come back. All right, man, cool.
Oh, just unplug the mic.
Yeah,
man, if he just unplugged the mic.
Hey, one thing I want to say that's a positive about the X while he's gone real quick is I want to say one thing that really fascinates me about this console is the fact that this DVR system that they have on board, the fact that you can record 4K 60 frames per second with HDR is unbelievable because right now an Elgato can't even do that.
Yeah, that's right.
This is the point. This is one point I made. For I don't want to hurt no PC feelings, but I told dudes, build something for $500 without Windows, without the capture card. It's still about $890, right? So when you add Windows software, $180 something.
You ain't even talking about the monitor, the keyboard,
no. That's right. And a 4K DVD player too.
Right. So I'm saying, dudes on PC side, they ass hurt because they can't believe that a console can do this. But this is what consoles usually do. Remember, both of these systems released in 2013 with 2011 parts. Usually when a console releases is 6 months ahead of the PC, technically. You understand? But this is the first time in a generation where the consoles was behind the 8 ball. This is why we got this refresh. Both systems. One is better than the other, and it's really night and day, but this is the reason. Because they're half-assed. The Xbox One and the PlayStation 4 was half-assed. Because if you look at games like Tekken 7, PlayStation 4 is running that shit in 900p. That ain't nothing to brag about.
Yeah, well, if you look at the DVR function, though, and I've tested it out, and I've downloaded videos onto my computer, and I'm checking them out, and I'm comparing between the 1080 on the Pro versus the 4K on the, and of course the 4K on the X is going to look better video-wise. But I got to say, the 1080 on the Pro, it doesn't look good at all. It's odd. It's got artifacts and stuff.
It's a low bit rate. That's why.
A low bit rate, exactly. That's the problem.
It's like if you got 4K content, you could watch Netflix all you want. In 4K, you can watch Amazon Prime in 4K. Ain't nothing like a 4K Blu-ray at 100 megabits versus 10. It's the bit rate. It's compression.
Yeah, it definitely is the compression. But I'm just saying, to have that DVR functionality on the console like this, it's amazing. That is amazing to me.
Facts.
It is. And that's the one thing that's really, like, I don't know if anybody heard me gasp. I don't know if you did. But I'm over here trying out games while we're doing the show. And I got Madden going right now. And I just like gasp, like.
Man, you can see their t-shirts, the bows and their shirts. Huh?
We're supposed to be giving you a round of applause. You just got your nut bust.
Hey, Mega.
I just had my.
Hey, Mega, ain't you playing on?
Cherry pops. I mean, no doubt about it. Like, whoa. Anyway, all right. So, like,
Call of Duty.
I seen Call of Duty earlier, and I'm like,
What about
damn.
Ghost Recon?
See, I haven't checked Ghost Recon, and I know everybody has been talking really positive about Gears. 100. I'm going to go to you, and then I'm going to just say my little part. Then we're going to get into the negatives, and then get to the meat of what's going on with the negative. So, 100. What is your thoughts on this? Positive
if
side.
you got $500, go pick it up. It ain't gonna hurt you. If you can spend $1,000 on an iPhone iPhone X10, whatever they want to call that shit, I ain't getting it. I'm getting a Pixel because I'm a Google guy. But if you do get that, I don't give a damn, man.
Look at this.
Luca busting nuts over there in the chat.
No, hold on. What Luca just did right there is just like he was one of the dudes that bragged. I was like, baby, I'll
give you that LD.
No, that was that
like you ain't shit.
I'm well endowed, and
I'm a cool guy.
the real shit, and it's like,
hey, you and Mooch can take that iPhone. You know what I'm saying?
I have
that son of a bitch sideways.
I have a Galaxy S8 Plus, sir. So
do I.
I deal with what you call it. I like Google everything. I run my business off of Google. I do everything Google.
All right, let's get back to the X.
But let's get back to the X.
But regardless,
the X is all right. The X. I don't care what you say right now. The X is the shit.
All right. No.
X is the shit to me. I don't regret the purchase. I love what it does. I love how they do to old games, the small game, you know what I'm saying, the OG Xbox games to the 360 game. You get to play everything on one box. Even with the original Xbox One, the regular Xbox One, you can play you can play 3 generations back. And I believe that's what PlayStation back in the day got love for, because it was backwards compatible.
And then
everybody don't have time to play this. You know what I'm saying? They didn't have time. I like this. The fact that if you own the game, I can go play it on the X, and it's going to upscale it. The X going to upscale it, and the TV going to upscale it
16 times.
So I have no problem. I have no regrets. And people are like, well, why you ain't played it yet? I don't want to watch it on 1080. I want to watch it on HDR. You know what I'm saying? 4K TV. And I said, that's what I want to get. And I'm like, it's not like I don't have the games. I have backed up every game. It's already 4K enhanced. I just need to plug my hard drive. Look at it, easy as that. You don't have to, move around. But I hear people we say you don't know the positives. I'll tell you about the negative later. But it's, to me, it's a must buy if you don't even own an Xbox, period. Get the fuck the S and get the X.
I completely agree.
All right.
You don't even need to play with yourself, because you get the S, you're teasing yourself.
Yep.
You're teasing it. You know what I'm saying? And then people want to talk about the price point. It's $500. You spend $1,000 on cell phone, $800 on cell phone.
Dude, that's a steal.
My S8 Plus is like $900.
Yeah, and then for all you guys,
man,
all you guys saying that I can go get a gaming PC, and like I said, I talk to a lot of PC guys. Well, I've got my PC set for first. I built everything in it just like the X for $779.
Liar.
You have to put it together. So you have to put it together. Then also you ain't got no Ultra Blue 4K Blu-ray player, so you ain't watching it. And you got to hook up to your TV.
It's a lie. First of all, let's just keep it funky. You got to start with a 1070 to even come close. That graphic card is like $450.
Right.
Just to start. We ain't talking about a cheap motherboard at $70, which they ain't gonna last but like 6 weeks. We talking about good stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Well, Lemon, what this dude said, he got a Ryzen refurbished.
Right.
Board.
The Ryzen.
You know what? One thing people forget to mention on when they building PCs is the form factor. Like that machine gonna be so gigantic with your graphics card in there and all the extra parts. It's gonna be huge. I mean, this is a nice, tight, small package.
They don't understand that, girl.
Hey,
I told my boy, I said, you got thermal cooling? And he said, what is that? Thermal cooling. That's what the Xbox got. And you just spent, what, $1,500? And you ain't even got a 4K monitor. You ain't running the 1080p monitor. So I said, you know what? You come to my house again disrespecting me. You want to buy me a fifth.
Yeah, I told this story earlier to Mega, but I'm going to tell it here. So I had my 12-year-old son with me, and he hadn't seen the X yet. Today was his first eye-opening experience here. And he has an Xbox, and he plays his games. He's not into Gears of War at all. Okay, so I told him, I said, but watch Gears of War 4 here on the X, and I put it in 60 frames per second. Okay, with all the bells and whistles, all those beautiful graphics going, and his jaw hit the floor, and he was like, "Wow!" He said, "Dad, it looks like a totally different game." And I'm like, "I'm telling you." And I told him, "You feel it," and he was controlling. He's all, "Wow!" He's all, "I might even play this," And so I go, "Now watch what it looks like in 4K," and I put it in 4K. And he watched a few minutes of it, and he looks at me and he goes, "Dad," he goes, "why is it lagging?" And I go, "That ain't lagging, son. That's 30 frames. That's the difference between 60 and 30. And he goes, "Well, I like 60 better." So I put it back to 60, and I couldn't get the controller out of his hands. I'm telling you, he loved it.
Wow.
So, and it does look like a PC experience on the console. It does.
No, it doesn't look like it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. And when they talk about the frame dips, in that 60 frames per second mode, let me tell you, they are few and far between. Because I hardly notice that shit at all. It's nice.
What did you have to 58 or some shit like that?
Yeah.
Something you can't recognize. First of all, I played with this dude that knows Zaire. He was playing on PC and Gears, right? And he tried to say it was superior. And I have a monster PC, right? So I put Gears in 4K, and I wasn't impressed. When I had Gears on 4K 30 on my X, I didn't think that was the same game. Because, like I said, it's a closed environment. Yo, it's retarded. You know what I'm saying? My TV never looked so good in my life besides a 4K Blu-ray. This is amazing. For $500. For $500? When I put on my Pro, same textures, higher resolution. When I bought my Pro, I said this is what the Xbox and PlayStation should have been from day one. But I wasn't blown away. When I put on my X, it's like every game I got is brand new.
Hey, I think 100 is echoing again.
Yeah, he echoing. Echoing. That wasn't even me. That was my phone buzzing.
That's that 99-cent mic, nigga.
Yeah, that's that Google. That's what that is. Hey, let me do Gears of War look like Planet Earth 2 when it comes to graphics?
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's good.
Wait,
I ain't got the update for Gears yet.
Whoa! I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I got Doom in right now, and I'm like, what? Yo,
I don't have the patch yet. It don't have the patch.
Even have the patch yet, but everything is getting
the patch yet.
Let me just explain this to you. I have Doom on my PC, and this looks better than my Doom on my PC, and it's not even patched yet. Like, okay. Damn. Yeah, like real talk. Okay, so let me get into my positives, and we'll get into the negatives and get into the other part of it.
I definitely want to touch on the negatives though, because I have like one. So.
Yeah, no, I think everybody's going to have something to say that's negative so far, but right now my positives is this: I put in NBA 2K18, and the load times are horrible. That shit rolled up like it was already at like 60 when I just hit the button. It wasn't like, normally you got to start off at like 20, 30 or something like that. It was already at like 60, and then it just zoomed, and I'm ready to go. Hit the button. It was just ready to go. Madden the same way. I put in The Witcher, the first game that I put in, which I said I was going to put in Witcher, but I had to redo something with the files or whatever, and that'll be part of the negatives that I got to say. But I put in The Witcher, and it was a hell of a lot faster. That is you know what, and I'm not one of those type of people that really trips on it, because I've been gaming for so long that I know that some games are going to have longer load times. But after now seeing that games will be cut instantly in half or even better, I'm like, oh no, I want that for the rest of my life as a game.
That's true.
And then just now I'm a alpha reviewer or beta tester or whatever for Microsoft. So I've been had the build for a very long time, and Fonzarelli was saying something about this earlier today, and he was like how much he loves it and he don't want it to change. And I've been a strong advocate of this, but it was also sometimes on the S, it was choppy. It would get a little choppy. It was faster, but it would get a little choppy. Here, it's seamless.
You're talking about the UI, right? The
dashboard?
interface.
Yeah, the dashboard. Yeah, it's seamless. Like that, like those things, those small things are so important to gamers, and now I kind of understand when PlayStation fans was over there, saying that, look, man, I'm comfortable with the interface of what's going on with the PlayStation because it is fast and it's smooth, and now seeing it coming from the Xbox, I understand that now. And the one thing that I will say is that for the games that I've seen with, like I put in Virtual Fighter 5, and I showed a picture on Twitter. And I'm like, this damn game looks like Dead or Alive. That is insane. There's no patch. There's no enhancements. It's just the game. It's just the power of what the Xbox can do. And I was telling all day, like, you can see the on one of the characters, Gi. It's like a red Gi, kind of like Ken. On Street Fighter, you can see every detail stitched into his outfit. And then, like, I thought my TV was tripping at first because, like, when I was punching a couple of characters, there was some lighting effects, and I'm like, is my TV tripping? No, it was just the detail of the system, that how powerful it was. It was showing all of that.
It does make every game. It makes every game run better. So you're going to have smoother frame rates and whatnot. If it's not even enhanced, and that's a fantastic thing about this console, of course. With all that RAM and everything it's got going for it, it's a beast. And you take a game like Ghost Recon. Okay, now I was a big Ghost Recon Wildlands fan on the Pro, and I thought it was a fun game with friends. I came over to the Xbox side, and one of my friends bought it for me. He wanted to play with me, so I started playing with him, and it was downright, I mean, it was almost nearly unplayable with all the frame rate issues and the way it looked like it had smeared Vaseline over the screen. It just didn't look right. And I was like, what is this? I said, no wonder you guys don't like it on the Xbox. So I put it on the X with the enhancements, and my God, let me tell you, that game is running buttery smooth. I mean, it's only 30 frames, but let me tell you, it's smooth. It doesn't frame dip. It doesn't go all over the place. It's like, it's a fantastic running game, and it looks great.
Can I interject?
Go ahead.
First of all, let me tell you something about 30 and 60. Okay. Project Gotham Racing. Remember that game?
Mm-hmm.
Halo, the first one and the second one. Do you know what they was known for? Which is Bungie does a great job still to today. They was known for making 30 feel like 60. Halo was smooth. Project Gotham Racing was smooth, which started to dethrone Gran Turismo. That's where the downfall of Gran Turismo started. Project Gotham Racing. Then Destiny, 30 frames. Can you tell me that Destiny shoots like a 30 frame shooter? No, you can't. Destiny controls excellent. Sometimes everything is not 60 frames. 60 frames is the optimal frame set because in the United States, 60 frames is where it's at in terms of frames per second for TVs. We know monitors are $144 at 2K and higher. But what I'm saying is, if you got a good developer doing a game solid at 30 frames, it could feel like 60. Just saying. Just wanted to bring that point out. That's what made Bungie famous and Project Gotham Racing.
And that's why they probably still stick with it. So that makes perfect sense.
Because Destiny is beautiful in terms of multiplayer, co-op. The frames don't even matter in Destiny. That's why when they said we're going to do 4K 30, it's smooth. There's no hitching. There's no tweak shooting because you got games like PUBG.
Yeah, I respect that opinion.
Frames on PC, but when you use a mouse, it looks like you're walking around like a robot, point with a mouse.
Yeah, I respect that opinion, but I have to say that I'd prefer 60 frames all day. I can feel a difference, and I know Destiny.
Really been adamant
Destiny 2 on the computer is amazing when it comes to the smoothness with that, up above 60 frames per second. It's
but you're
crazy.
talking about the same.
But I'm just no. But I'm just saying, like even with 30 frames, a game like Ghost Recon, I'm just saying that the frame rate it don't stutter. It doesn't do this stuff that I've seen on the pro version. And
you're right. But I
had
mentioned two specific games. Not all games. Not everybody can do it. Not everybody could do it, but it can be done.
Yeah, because in my opinion, frames always matter. I would prefer 60 on every game, but you know what? We can't have that, and I'm not getting into that argument tonight.
No, there shouldn't be that argument. Go ahead.
What I want to say is just some positive things here about the. Of
course,
it's amazing. I'm just bringing up the fact that Ghost Recon looks amazing for these guys on the Xbox side. You finally have a great Ghost Recon.
Yeah, then that's good. I haven't seen Ghost Recon yet. I got it, but I haven't seen it yet. But anyway, so let's get to the negatives. There was a YouTuber, a particular YouTuber, or more YouTubers that's been saying, well, I'll say names on certain things, but these YouTubers ain't that big. I don't think. I don't know. I don't even watch their channels. I don't know. So it ain't that. It ain't that.
You gotta keep your eyes on everybody, big or small.
Yeah,
big or small.
No. I'm going off of information that I got from All Day in them, but about a certain comment. But I was wanting to get this point out because a certain individual brought out, and if you guys want to say the name, that's fine. I'm not.
If a certain individual, I'll say his name. Who's that, Boogie or something?
No.
Nobody care about that shit.
No, let me get
it. Was all day. It was all day. Let's just say that.
No. It was all day.
All day blind.
It was all. We was talking about it earlier, and we was talking about somebody that made a tweet that was saying that the Xbox One X wasn't all that impressive. We've heard some other people in reviews that, and I've seen them myself personally, and I'll just laugh because they were just saying, well, they were giving out a bigger point about the 4K enhancements and how big the content was. But anyway, this person particularly said that the Xbox One X was not all that because the Xbox One Fat was such a horrible system.
Wow.
That you know what I'm saying? People are over compensating for the power of the X. So Fonzarelli, I'm finna go.
You know what? They're not keeping it all into perspective here. You got to look at the whole entire package of what the X is bringing you. Mm-hmm. Not only do you get that fantastic DVR, you get all that power for the games. Well, I mean, honestly, what can you really talk badly about? There really is no negative with the console itself. I mean, you could talk exclusives or lack thereof. You could say all you want about that crap. But at the end of the day, as for the X, and to say it's not impressive, even as a piece of tech hardware in your living room, it's bullshit.
Hang on. Their life in that is not impressive. So they got say life ain't impressive. They got to do something. Their life ain't impressive. You ain't impressed about that.
Mega, I know that guy you were talking about. I'm cool with the dude, but at the end of the day, I kind of lost a little respect when he told me. He told me because I asked him straight up when I said he said he wasn't impressed at all. He wasn't wowed by the X, and I said, okay, let me ask you something then. Were you wowed by the Pro? And he said yes, and I said that's it. You're a fraud. You know, I can't deal with that, because basically we all know at this point the Pro, yes, it has some enhancements in some games, but for the most part, it's a resolution bump to most games. That's how it is. I've had one since day one, and I like it, but damn it, the X is a better system. It really is. I don't know why people are trying to shit on this. It's crazy to me. They're the minorities. At the end of the day, here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to ignore that noise because it means nothing to me because I know better.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Cool. All right. So what about you, Luca? Where are you at on the negatives, and what do you think about what certain individuals? Because it's not only this person; it's other people that's talk more about hard drive space being taken, the $500 price. You know, what I'm saying it's that the system is They
Too
didn't see
heavy.
too much of a it's too heavy, not enough. Not enough of this, none of that. Yeah, just make every little indication. Luca, let me know what you think about this and what's your negative as well.
All right, so my negatives are yesterday? No, on Wednesday. I had a hard time getting my system to play my games. Like, I had to turn it on and off a couple of times and take out my external and plug it back in a few times. Like, I don't really know what was going on with that, but I was able to get it fixed. I haven't had any issues since. As for the people who are complaining, I'm just trying to ignore them and enjoy my system. I mean, they're fuck faces. That's all I can really say about it. Like, if you have complaints about the system, then just don't get it. Don't get it, all right? Or if you bought the system and you're not impressed, return it. Go get your money back and go play on your PC.
Facts.
Or go play your PlayStation.
Yes.
Like, no one cares about your opinion. No one relevant cares about your opinion. So just shut up.
You know what? They're not going to return it, though. That's the funny thing. They're going to keep it because inside they know it is a damn good console.
Because they're lying. There's a difference between knowing what you're talking about and lying. First of all, when I got my when I got the Pro, I accepted it. I'm not really somebody, I buy the latest current tech and a lot of stuff. I'm not really wowed. When I'm going from game to game to be like, oh shit, this what it looked like? Oh shit. It ain't like I ain't got a PC to do it. I'm doing it with a console for $500. So now I'm like,
there you go.
Oh shit. Yo, Kmage showed me something last night. I swear to my daughter, he'll tell you right now. He showed me that you could send a picture to somebody and you could turn the HDR on and off. I said, oh shit. When the last time you could do that?
Yeah.
So
I didn't know that.
So yeah, I'm really enjoying my X. I'm enjoying how my games look. I'm enjoying how they play. I'm enjoying those load times. And the people who are feeling negative about it and just want to rain on everyone's parade, I'm sorry, but no one likes a negative Nancy. Like, negative people are not fun to be around.
No, they're not.
Right. Like, if you don't like something that someone else likes, that's completely fine. But your opinion is not the end all be all, because at the end of the day, it's just your opinion, and opinions are not facts. Sorry. Get over it and leave people alone and let them enjoy this fucking system.
Misery joint loves company.
Exactly. Okay, so Lady Infamous, I'm gonna go to you. I know that you don't have it yet, but I know I want to give you your time to speak. So for the negatives that you've heard or maybe that you've seen, and just on what you've heard from the haters out there for the X, what is your thoughts on this?
I mean, it's like this. You have, very slim problems when it came to the X. Not based on because I don't have it. I'm based on what people told me. It's very slim problems that was, fixed or it can be replaceable. And that's what happens when you buy a product. If it's not up to your standards, either you get it fixed or you get a refund, and that's the end of the story. But you got people like doing episodes, talking about like nitpicking the system, and I think that's kind of messed up because personally with me, I wasn't even fazed about the Pro because I could have got the Pro, but I just got the regular PS4. But it's just a lot of people that is enjoying something collectively, and just people are just straight hating and just don't like it. It's one thing to have an opinion about it. It's another opinion to have flaws. If you bought it and you have flaws, and either you take care of those flaws, and then you just got people that didn't touch the system, wasn't intentioning on buying the system, but still had something to say about it. And that's what I don't like about it. If you ain't got the system in your hand, how you gonna judge it like that? How you gonna put any opinion on it if you wasn't intentioning on buying it? Are you mad that you wasn't the people that got it for free? Or are you upset that people in your circle don't like Xbox?
Well, Lady Infamous, there is some, I know this is hard to believe, but there are some people who buy systems just so they can say, okay, I own this system. I can hate on it because I own it. And they never had any intention on actually liking the system or actually playing it. Because I know people who've done that. It doesn't make any sense, but I know people who've
this is
done
what you
that.
take this. This is what you do. You throw them in that box, all of them in that box, and you throw them in that motherfucking in that Atlantic Ocean, and let them go. You don't even interact with them because like you said, they did it to try to see. Well, I got more money than you or stuff like that. You don't even play these games. A lot of these guys that be saying it, they don't play these games.
Yeah, there's a lot of there's just people who you just know are fanboys of a certain platform, whether it's PlayStation or Xbox, and you know for a fact that when they're picking up these systems, they're just doing it to hate because they do stuff like they buy the system, they play it for a day, and then they're like, it's trash, it sucks, I hate all the games on it, I knew it, I can say it sucks, I own it. Like, I've seen that before. And I'm just like, huh, that's interesting.
That's a terrible way to live, man.
I mean, it really is.
It is.
You know what?
That's the fact.
That's you know. I'm not gonna say no names because I don't want to insult this dude affiliated with Kmage and us. But I look at his channel. His channel is about talking about everything Xbox One X won't be. Dude, your content is horrible. You need to fucking delete your channel. There's so much other information on the market. No, but Mega, I know, but you know, I'm looking at this dude channel. I'm like, you got 1,000 subs to talk about a platform you won't support? What the fuck? Go to church or something. Get a new hobby.
Anyway, let me go. You speaking the truth. You speaking the truth. We gotta keep it moving. We gotta keep it moving. We gotta keep it moving. We deep tonight because we just got a live wire scene, but we're gonna go to you, Delilah HD. What is your negative, and what do you think about all this hate that's been going on with the Xbox One X?
Yeah, I think it's ridiculous. So as far as the hate is concerned, because you know, like Lucas said, people are just to be spending their money just to throw more shade. I think that's stupid. So you just ignore those people. But for me, the only negative would have to be the like the detecting whether you have the 4K patch or not. Like that's the only thing that I don't like.
Can I add to that?
Well, hold on.
No, I'm gonna tell you how to fix that. No. I'm gonna tell you how to fix that.
Wait. No. But first, before I finish, 100, you gotta fix this echo, man. You gotta fix this echo.
It ain't me.
It is you.
It's gotta be
killing me.
Yeah, it is.
I'm just saying, how do you have a $500 console but you ain't got a good pair of headphones?
Oh my God! Oh,
Y'all back? You know what? I was gonna buy y'all some. I was gonna buy all y'all something for Christmas. I ain't buying y'all shit.
There you go.
Anyway, take care of your children. We good.
Go ahead, HD. Go ahead. Finish. Go ahead. HD, you there?
Oh yeah, I'm here. I already said it. I mean, that's really it. I was just messing around.
No. Let me tell you.
I agree with that.
If you join the Alpha Ring, there's a new update.
Well, I got that. But not everything still doesn't show up.
No,
I got that. When you click on it, you hit the menu button, and it shows you when it's 4K installed.
No. Did you re-enter the Alpha date? I mean, the Alpha Ring, because you got to redo it with your ex.
I'll try that.
No, that's gonna work because once you redo it and you gotta re-opt into.
See, this is it. That's the point. I should have to do all that, bro.
Right.
No, well, you do because somebody showed me that.
That's the whole point, though. Is that?
But listen, once you re-opt into it, it's gonna give you a new update, and then it's gonna tell you the games with the 4K assets and whatever you downloaded. That's in the new ring.
I'm already getting that notification where it's telling me whether the 4K assets are installed, which is awesome. Like you click and you check the manage your game and you see where the 4K is installed.
Right.
I think that's fantastic. But what I'm saying is that not all of them are showing up. You know, I have to find the list on Reddit to find out what the download size were, just to make sure that I was up to par on all my games. But I finally got them all updated. And yes, you could definitely tell the difference between the ones that aren't updated and post update. So I definitely recommend if you haven't done that, you know, there's a thread on Reddit that's talking about the file size updates and stuff like
and
that.
Microsoft main page where you go to that.
Yeah, they've updated their page too.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I mean, but yeah,
I like her. You know her shit. I like her.
Yeah, you do. And that's something that you need to compute on the GRG 108, and that is flow. Learn that.
Yeah.
We got to keep it flowing.
Hey man, why y'all jumping on Lemon? This is second time on this motherfucker.
I know.
Don't be jumping on Lemon like that, man.
You know, I mean, I called y'all.
Wait a minute, Meg.
Damn.
One who
We
goes
can just
off,
forget,
Megan
though,
goes
man.
off on 30-minute tangents sometimes.
Yeah, that one time he went off on that tangent talking about dicks. I was like, what?
That was a tequila. I'll never do that.
Don't blame it on the tequila.
Anyway,
He's like,
I'm glad somebody defended me.
Blame it on the tequila.
wait a minute, LiveWire. What's happening? Where did you come? What hole did you come out of? And and what's going on with you guys? Give us your positive and negative as quickly as possible. Okay, never mind. We're moving on. Chuck,
damn, homie.
Yeah, man. We just get to the next topic. I ain't even gonna waste time on you, bro.
That's kind of
Is a great
on that
host.
though. Like for that to be
care
my
how
only
much you
negative,
do.
that's a good thing.
He's a great host. I don't care.
Thank
I don't give a fuck. That's my man. I don't give a fuck.
Oh, yeah, that's my boy. I love
Kmage ain't shit, man. You know
Say
what?
that again. Say it
Kmage,
again. Say it again.
Guess what, Kmage? Just for you, I'm printing out shirts that say Kmage ain't shit. Everybody,
you might sell a lot of them. There's a lot of people that.
Yep,
like that,
I'm gonna put Kmage ain't shit in the back
No,
from
you
the
gotta put
405.
No, you gotta put
L
Mega
Mega.
or L Mega on the back of the shirt, and
You
that
gotta
shit's
put
gonna
L Mega
sell
on
like
there.
hotcakes, Jack. Okay, all right. Thank you, Fonzarelli. All right, okay, go ahead, LiveWire. What is your pros and your cons of the X so far?
My cons are that my Kinect doesn't always do shit I want it to do. Like I'll be
Still
like,
working with the Kinect? Well, I am.
yeah,
too.
man, I still record shit, bro.
Oh man.
So I don't like having to fucking to
The Kinect
record
died,
shit,
I
press the
thought.
fucking button, and then I liked just saying Xbox record that, but now that should be pausing. I was playing Halo the other day. I was like Xbox record that. The bitch was like, wait, hold up. All right. I'm like, yo, you gonna pause the screen, bitch? I turn around, I get shot. I'm like, this is fucking bullshit, yo. They need to fix this. But the pros are that all the games look. Yo, shut that dolphin shit up. Yeah, the pros are that all my games look better, bro. All my shits look better.
Yeah, that's a fact. All right, cool. And you was quick. God dang it. I feel bad that I did it. I feel bad I did it to you. I didn't mean to. Okay, so anyway, oh, damn it. My finger hit the wrong button. Anyway. All right. LiveWire. I already just said LiveWire. Triple Cup Chuck. It's deep. I'm looking at this line right here. Where did y'all motherfuckers come from?
Man,
Where did it come from?
I was at a church meeting.
Okay, all right. Well,
oh damn, you can't argue with that one.
I can't praise you.
He wasn't in no damn Chuck, man. He was at a family barbecue. See, I told you the live for you came on.
Yeah, but church can still get lit on Friday night. Anyway, go ahead, Triple Cup.
Word, fish fry, bro. Come on.
What's your negative of the X? And
All right,
think about those comments about what these negative comments about the Xbox One X, man.
All right, okay, I got you. Look, my negatives is pretty much like how Delilah's was. You know, they made it so seamless that I wouldn't know if my game is updated 4K. You know, so I'm in a party with 100 and live. But I'm trying to get these two to show me if my game is updated. Man, I went to sleep on them in a party trying to figure that out. We was in there all night long. Like, man, fuck it. But you know what I'm saying? They really went through it. It was just seamless, and I ain't know that. You know what I'm saying? You don't have it's foolproof, but you know what I'm saying? That's my gripe. The same thing what Delilah was saying. You know, I ain't in the alpha ring. I ain't trying to get into them programs. I just want mine when I come home to work. I ain't trying to come home to no broke console just because you know I ain't with all that. I just stayed in my own lane. But the people the most thing I've been hearing about they was talking about, oh, it weighs a lot. Like
They gonna be lifting it every 2 minutes.
like yeah, that and like you ain't did a push up just one push up a day in your life, like 8 pounds. That ain't to me. I'm like, man, I seen a woman on and she flipping, turning around with one finger and spinning it like the Harlem Globetrotter, and they over there lifting it like it's a like they trying to pick up a car or something. I'm like, man, it ain't number 8 pounds, but you know what I'm saying? That let you know there's power inside that thing, you know. And one other thing too, hey, me and LiveWire, we got a thing on Twitter about who had the most craziest unboxing for the Xbox One X, and I think LiveWire voted for himself. So I need people to go out there and vote for me.
Man, what are you doing all this self-promotion? You do that after the show. Anyway,
man,
all right, man.
I just
you know what?
Hopped in there, so Live just hopped in, so I just wanted to say it because he hopped in. It was on my mind right then and there, like, bam, I go when it goes.
One of the negatives I've seen around Twitter that people are talking about is that they're complaining about the hard drive not the DVR not being able to save to the hard drive much more than like 30 seconds for the 4K 60.
Oh yeah,
that is kind of a shame, but at the same time, it doesn't take.
You can hook up an external and
I put
a thumb drive.
No, but hang on. But how is it a shame?
I use a thumb drive.
Yeah, but Fonz, how's it a shame?
I like it.
But Fonz, how is this a shame? Because check this out.
Because here it is.
The people that's complaining ain't never rendered no 4K video.
Okay,
they don't know that 5 minutes is like 3.4 gigs to
but
render.
But listen, but 1080p is only at 2 minutes. Okay, and
no, you have to go into settings and change it.
No,
you have to do it.
You have to have an external.
You have to go in and change it. I have external, but I have external.
But at 1080, you can get more than 2 minutes.
We've been on the same topic for an hour, guys.
Well, but my point is this: like, it could have been nice if it was like 5 minutes or 10 minutes, at least 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying?
And there's some people that just don't want to give people their chance to give they do. Go ahead, Fonz.
But it's all good, you know. I mean, at the end of the day, I use a thumb drive. I stick it in there, and the thing, you know, it works. I can download up to an hour onto this thing. It's easy, it's quick, and one thing I like about using an external like a thumb drive is that I can easily take it right out as soon as it records, bring it to my computer, pop it in, boom, I can start making a video.
Yes.
Yep. Better than me. I got to go deal with Upload Studios, and that should be true.
Oh, deal with a mic.
That's a big negative. Upload Studios just needs to be trashed completely.
That's
but see, you know what?
Trashing, you be overhauled.
Overhaul.
Yeah, overhaul.
Yeah, but I'll put it this way: people talk about Upload Studios, but the shit was for free. None of them came out of nobody's pocket, so I can't complain for nothing that's free.
But see, I mean, I don't want to make this an issue between PlayStation or whatever. But the thing is, it could be a lot better than what it is. I hope they do overhaul it for people.
But I know guys that does stuff with Upload Studios that Microsoft don't know how they doing it. I see people. I got people that does amazing things with Upload Studios. Even Kid Smooth used to do it back in the day. So he forgot when he got on the weapon. Well, he forgot where he came from. But I saw people do amazing things with Upload.
Well, it happens.
It does amazing things. People does amazing things. You know what I'm saying?
But regardless, man, when you're still looking at Forza Horizon 2, and there's already been 3 iterations of Forza already out, you're still looking at Sunset Overdrive, Call of Duty War Advance. It does needs to be overhauled. I mean, they need to redo this.
But it's free. You got a green screen for free. It's free.
Hey, what funds raise the grade? Hey, it needs some paid DLC.
Right, that's when
Upload Studio.
Chuck brought that up, and that was a beautiful thing. Like, if they really wanted to try to make some money off of it, and I think that would be smart. Not so, you know what I'm saying? Overhaul the whole thing, or keep it somewhat similar, but bring in new things. And if people want to customize, then just like anything else, if they really wanted to go all in, then, you know, give them a cheap incentive. Or if they're gold subscribers, let them have a better incentive to go in there and to choose what they want for free. The thing of it is that, though, it looks old. PlayStation has been dominating on that side of it for a very long time with SharePlay. And, you know, Upload Studio has a lot of potential, but it's outdated, man.
It's sad when there's
free. But Megan, can I ask you a question though?
There's free programs on a mobile device that work better than Upload Studio.
That's but can I say this? Can I say this? Y'all 100% right. But is Microsoft looking how many people use Upload Studios? I think out of the whole group, I might use Upload Studios more than anybody.
Oh, Cypher's got a good point. Facts, man. The YouTube app is trash on Xbox.
Yeah, it's really bad.
That's something that needs to be that shit.
Google and Microsoft has a fundamental problem, and that I don't know if that's ever going to get ironed out, because that was something that Digital Foundry even also brought up. Because like, look, I can get on my television when I want to go and when I have it plugged up online, I can get 4K content, and it's a different looking interface and all of that. And the Xbox is still the same, so I don't even mess with the Xbox YouTube. So, you know, that is an absolute fact. Absolute fact. So,
what's the next topic?
Yeah, let's get to the next topic. Yeah, and you know what? Kmage wants to say something about his business.
Yeah, we heard enough.
Next copy, Kmage owed me $100. Let's go.
He looking for the
Let's
pay.
go.
What you mean? I'm looking for the pay?
Look at me. Kmage owe me $100. Next topic. Let's go.
I owe you $100.
Just because you owe me $100 just for knowing me.
Anyway, let's get to it. Phil said that he was going to be buying new studios and bringing more exclusives to the Xbox. Luca, you've been quiet, and that's not normal, and we got to go straight to you. What's up, man? Do you believe in Killer Phil? Is he going to come out here and bring these exclusives? Because there's so many people that say Xbox got no games. And what would you like Microsoft or Xbox to acquire to be exclusive?
Okay, so yeah, of course I believe Phil.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, if he says he's gonna build more studios, then he's gonna build more studios. Like, I don't even know why people are questioning it. It seems kind of odd to me, but I'd like him to, if he were to acquire a studio, maybe Obsidian. You know, I've seen a lot of people say that. People really love Fallout New Vegas and stuff. So, yeah, I mean, I think it's a good thing, and I also think it was a strategic move on his part, because the X is out, and people are going to say, hey, it has all this power, but where are the games at? There's no games. There's no word on games. And Phil comes out, and he's like, hey, the games are coming. Don't even worry about it. Enjoy your system. So I thought it was really smart of him to come out and reiterate that, because he said it in the past, and he's just reminding people that they're working on it.
Right. I totally agree. All right. Okay, so what about you, Lady Infamous? What would you like Xbox to require? What do you think that you know? On top of that, do you believe it?
Well, gotta put some more exclusives in there because it's. I mean, a good hardware is good hardware, but if you ain't got no good games behind it, I mean, how far can you really go? Like Lucas said, I am a big fan of Fallout New Vegas. Top 5 game of all time for me. So I was, when she was talking about Fallout New Vegas, I'm like, oh. But to be honest with you guys, I mean, just give it some time. I mean, great games, anything that's really, really, really good, great, wonderful, awesome, it's always gonna take some time. So he has to repeat. I don't see how Phil have to repeat himself because people just forgot to listen or forgot to pay attention or forgot what they heard. I think that there's going to be some games coming out at E3 2018 that's going to go pertain of what he's talking about. I really have my fingers crossed on that.
Yeah, I do too. I really do. What about you, Delilah? What do you think that Xbox should acquire? And do you believe, you know, this narrative that Phil Spencer is saying, because there's so many people that just don't think that Xbox have any games and that they're not going to get none for the future? Okay. All right.
Mm-hmm.
She
has left the building.
She has left the building. All right. So 100. Where are you at on this? And what do you think?
Who I need to acquire? They need to acquire me. You know what I'm saying? The next vice president. So Xbox.
You make games?
I get somebody to make some games. No, but you know what? I think I want. Matter of fact, if y'all really want to know the truth, they inquire me and Budweiser. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God! The most watered down beer of all.
I know, but man, it was sounding good. I couldn't think of. I couldn't say. You know what I'm saying?
Heineken or Sapporo or Corona or
yeah, but I couldn't. You know,
Budweiser. Oh my God!
I could have said a dispensary, man. I don't know, man. My bad. I apologize. I get the L on that one. But you know what? A lot of people was mad at Microsoft for why Respawn went with EA, and people don't understand the contract that they had.
Deal with Respawn, like they probably
no. EA had a Okay,
Delilah, I asked you.
yeah,
I'm sorry, I had to step out real quick.
Okay, all right.
Don't talk, Delilah.
No.
Yeah.
Why don't you finish and then Delilah,
Okay.
you go back. Go ahead.
What's your point? I'm sorry.
Yeah, no. My thing is, people don't understand the deal that Respawn made with what EA was. Where if Respawn wanted to leave or wanted to get bought off, they was like a if in baseball, like in sports terms, they was like a restricted free agent. So say if Microsoft say I'm gonna give you 150, EA always had the option to trump.
Yes. That's
And
fact.
a lot of people don't understand that. And then a lot of people want Microsoft to buy all these studios. Some of these studios don't want to buy. Now, if I was Microsoft, if I do buy them, like Microsoft is good in the tech industry. People, when they bought Nvidia, when they bought Nokia, they bought for patents. They didn't buy it to make no phones, really. They bought it for patent rights, and so they can do stuff with other things. And if Microsoft would do it, if I do go buy a company, I want to buy it for your IPs. I don't care about your talent. I can go make some talent. Microsoft can put some talent together or can put it off. When Microsoft do it, they do it good.
Okay.
So that's all I got to say about that.
Okay. What was you going to say, Delilah?
Yeah, sure. I know you was talking about Microsoft and them saying they're gonna, they open to acquiring studios and backing on focus on first party. And for me, if I had to pick studios that I want them to acquire, it would be Insomniac and Platinum. Just so they can finish, the game I wanted to come out, of course, obviously.
Yeah.
Scalebound.
And let's see, what else? I think it's a good move. I think, like Lucas said, it's perfect timing. They're like, look, the hardware's done. Now we can focus back on software, and they seem like they're pretty comfortable with the fact that Xbox One X is going to last a good amount of time. And so yeah, I think that they've probably been working on things for a while, and now they're able to kind of just say, we can switch focus 100% on games, and here we go. So I'm excited now. I'm re-energized about the brand because we have our X's, and now they can focus on software. So
what games do you think that they might try to bring up for 2018?
Sounds like somebody's at the airport.
I don't know. Yeah, it sounds like okay.
Y'all know that's me. I live by the airport. Damn it! I'm gonna mute myself.
No, always 100.
Next to a liquor store.
What?
Okay, so wait, let's keep us back on topic. So like you said, what I would like to see them make or create, that kind of thing. Yeah, definitely be like, I want them to do something with Rise, Son of Rome. I feel like that game has so much potential for it to just sit there and wither away. And I think they need to make sequels for the first, like when the games that released in 2013, they need to make sequels for all those games. So that includes like Rise, Sunset Overdrive, and even Quantum Break, because I think that game has a ton of potential.
Now, Sharon Loftus did bring up something, and she kind of indicated that they were going to start working on another Quantum Break, and I'm very happy about it.
Yeah, you know why, though? It's because they own that IP. It isn't like Remedy own the IP. And see, a lot of people don't know that Microsoft actually owns Quantum Break, the name and everything. So
yes, and I would definitely love to see that. Go ahead, 108. What do you think about this? Do you believe what Phil Spencer is saying, and what companies should they acquire? Should they, what IP should they go after?
First of all, the dude has revamped the company. Everything is not on his plate to take credit for because it's a collective thing, but they need to invest, and I do believe him. What point does he have to lie? Till today, right? Everything he has stated, did he not back up? When everybody said, like Digital Foundry, how could he build a 4K system? He said next year the parts will be cheaper, and we projected it to be that. Facts. We're gonna eliminate Kinect. Facts. I'm gonna build my vision of what the Xbox One should be. Xbox One X. Excuse me, S.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Facts. So Phil, and I'm telling you before this, I didn't take a picture with Phil. I do not agree with a lot of things he talk about. Shit. Listen, Sony's going for your throat. You got quadruple A money, go for their throat. I don't like that part of him, where he won't eliminate the competition. That's the part I don't like. But his vision for gaming is what I do. You know what I'm saying? Like, general consensus of we are all a gaming community. Fanboys suck, and they do.
Hey, yo,
You know what I'm
time out. Did y'all see just now? Just check my Xbox. They just updated the store to have all the Xbox One enhanced games. Y'all see that?
They heard you, Delilah. They heard you.
They listen.
Actually,
Right now.
Actually, if you in the
GRG.
alpha ring, you would have saw that already.
That's the thing. They
Alpha ring, we didn't saw that already. We didn't saw that for last month.
Man, I'm in Alpha Range. Don't play me like that. I'm
Yeah,
already
they've been in the
Alpha
store for the last month. Trust me.
Okay,
Megan
alright.
can tell you. Me and Tex goes in the store every Monday night.
We're not doing that. That's an update on GRG, and we're gonna leave it at that.
Man, catch me offline, boss.
You know what I'm saying? Don't do that now. But I have no reason not to believe this guy because everything he said, they have done. And why should he lie? What do the Sony execs talk to you about? They don't say shit. They're not in the public. They don't tweet. They're not sociable. They are politically correct at all times at every event.
They don't speak English.
Facts. Every day, Aaron Greenberg, Major Nelson, Mike Ybarra, those two dudes gave me a game and didn't even know who I was. It's because they had an interview with a developer live, and I asked real questions, and they was like, "Who are you?" I said, "I'm just a YouTuber just trying to get on the map." They sent me 2 free games. I haven't talked to a Sony dude since I had my channel. They are not sociable. They are, they want to show up at E3. They want to show up at Gamescom. But every day, Phil Spencer's tweeting. He responded to Crap Gamers bullshit that there's a shortage of X's. Don't listen to this guy. It's not true.
Yeah, it actually, Crap said that people's X's were being delayed, not that there was a shortage, which that was true because Mega's X got delayed, and then I know a couple people whose X's got delayed.
But
so
you know what?
Right.
That's a general thing. You could say day one there's going to be defectives. Facts. That's not something that's not going to be the truth. Anybody could guess that.
I think what you mean is it's not really newsworthy.
Right. Like he made a huge news.
Yeah, but that's just Crap.
But
That's what he does. He makes clickbait titles. What that person shouldn't have linked Phil the video because it's like kind of like everyone knows that's what Crap does. So they
wait. That's
Crap. Look. Hold on.
What I'm saying. Hold on. I'm not shitting on nobody. Hold on, Mega.
Well, no, I'm not saying you shit on it. Look. This is GRG.
Right.
Say what you want to. This is the thing. You know what I'm saying? Crap is my boy. I love him to death. But if other people want to ridicule him, they can. That doesn't. You know what I'm saying? The things that be said and done on this panel on this show is not
represent
indicative
GRG.
or represent GRG or represent Kmage. But I give everybody the platform to say what they want to say. That's something, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to put no plug on anybody for that. So go ahead and say what you got to say.
No,
I don't like none of y'all.
Hold on.
Damn.
But this is what I was saying.
Mike.
It was not to harp.
Go ahead, man.
What I was saying was it was not to harp on what Crap did. The point was it was to harp on that Phil and them pay attention and will respond. No matter how big or small you are, they out here in the public's eye for an opinion, to be ridiculed or to be praised. They are here. They are here on the platform. And Sony, we don't have them on the platform. You say something about Sony, you can say Sony is putting a bunch of shit in PlayStation 4 Pro, and when you open it, it's going to smell like dog shit. They're not going to say nothing. But you see, Phil saw something. He responded to it. Not that Crap is wrong. Not that Crap is right. What I'm saying is they are there to be heard.
They're with you.
That's what I'm saying. Right. That's what I'm saying. And on the Sony side, we don't have that.
No, you don't. You don't.
Mark
Really.
I keep telling people the reason why, because they do not speak English. So how you expect them to respond?
Right.
I mean, that's like a really that's like a really broad statement.
Okay,
like,
Runaway Dragons TV did not say that, aka Lemon. I didn't say that.
Y'all gotta chill a little bit with that. So.
Yeah,
I'm saying
I thought our Donald Trump was gonna say something wild, but it was triple cup chop.
All I'm saying is they're not They're not in tune with the community, and we all are small. We all smaller compared to them. No matter how many subscribers you got, compared to the Microsoft brand, we are small. But what I'm saying is, for Phil to respond to something Crap said, right or wrong, they are on the scene to respond. We don't get that from Sony. We just don't.
No,
that's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. It's not discrediting what Crap said.
A lot of us,
right? I mean, that's what I'm saying. That's what
I got to play on the Xbox with Phil. I mean, where can you say that? You know, that's awesome. Like being able to talk to Phil while you're playing a game is amazing.
They're very sociable. Like I said, I walked up on the scene at the window store. I shouted him out, kept it moving. He waved at me, "Hey, what's good?" And then had a conversation with me after the fact.
And you should have said drink some.
That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. It wasn't to discredit Crap, because I listened to Crap for a long time. We even chopped it up on live before I had a channel because I thought he was getting disrespected by a dude, and you need to defend your brand.
Crap do get disrespected a lot for no apparent reason for giving out his opinion, while other YouTubers out there can just say anything and everything, and it's all good, and that's wrong. You know what I'm saying? That's wrong. I don't. Well, and that's what's foul. Go ahead, Fonzarelli. Go ahead.
Let's not get this about people in the community. Let's keep it on like topic.
No, but it wasn't about.
I know.
Okay, dude, we get it. We get it. We can move on. We can move on. Yeah,
let's move on.
I just wanted to emphasize that because Kmage thought he was gonna have all the.
Where the kumbaya at, man? Kumbaya, peace. Peace.
Yeah, 100 like that dumb shit, huh?
Go. Yeah, 100 wants to say what your
I ain't saying nothing. I'll leave that for tomorrow.
Okay.
Not today.
DX. Anyway, listen. Okay, listen. Father, that's the thing. We gotta keep it moving. I had like 8 or 9 topics.
I know. Mega, you know what you said to me earlier? You know what Kmage said to me? Me and him were in a party, right?
Yeah.
And I was just hanging out. I was like, "Oh, are you doing GRG tonight?" He's like, "Oh, you want to come on?" I'm like, "Oh, yeah, sure." And he's like, "Okay, it's just going to be an hour and a half." I was like,
"Shit, that's 3 hours."
I was like, "Are you sure?"
No, we ain't doing that. I'm going to close it down early. I ain't been drinking tonight. We about to get this shit over with. Go ahead.
It's my fault. Blame Lemon. Fuck it. I've been a blender.
No. It's all good. It's lessons learned, Lemon. When you come back on the show, we'll coach you. You know what I'm saying? I love you.
Yeah, a lot of people on this show are very knowledgeable.
Niggas want to be Pat Riley. Niggas got a side job as Pat Riley.
No. That's the one beauty. That's the beauty of this podcast is that there's so many great personalities, and there's people that has a different flow and a flavor, and that's what I wanted from the very get when I started GRG, and that's why I went to the very first person was Delilah, because I knew she was so knowledgeable, and I wanted the fire from Infamous, and you know what I'm saying. And now, and you know what I'm saying. When I met Fonzarelli, he's smooth, he's even killed. Go ahead, Fonzarelli. Go ahead.
All right. Well, I'm about to break the Kumbaya party apart here, and not because I want to, but it's because this is like what I'm seeing a trend in, and it's not just Xbox; it's gaming in general. And with Xbox, I'm glad that Phil's talking about this stuff. Man, I hear that echo. That's annoying. Anyway, that's 100. I hear all this stuff about, he's going to invest in first party and all this stuff. And I think that's fantastic. However, what people have to realize is that first party is a very broad statement. Okay. I think the direction the company's taken, we're going to see the Halos. We're going to see the Gears. We're going to see, you guys said that there was going to be a part 2 to Quantum Break, which is fantastic for those that really like the game. But I think we're going to be seeing more of the Recores and the AA games and stuff, because what I tend to do is when I listen to these guys talk, these executives like Phil and Shannon and Aaron Greenberg and all these guys, when you hear them talk, especially Shannon, she did an interview where she compared Recore to a AAA game. And granted, if you love Recore, that's fine, that's awesome, but it is not a AAA game. This is not a blockbuster sell console game. I just think that where I see them going is more of a, honestly, I'm going to just come out and say what I think the whole thing is the Xbox brand is going towards. in the end, this thing is going to be more of like a Steam box. This thing is going to be more multi-plat focused. This thing is going to have the occasional AAA first-party game, but mostly you might see a AA game here and there from first-party studios that they may acquire. You're not really going to see the Naughty Dog type games that we're getting on PlayStation. And I'm not saying that may be a good thing or a bad thing to some people, but I'm saying this is the direction I see them going. I don't personally like it, but I see them becoming more PC oriented. That's why they have the whole play anywhere thing. And I think eventually from other interviews, older interviews, I've heard Phil Spencer talk about how they love digital games. And, you know, the future to me just seems like they might go towards that route. And we're not going to really be seeing these great, grand, big AAA games that most of us, like, I want to see new IPs, AAA IPs, but I think they're going to be few and far between. I really do. We might get an occasional, maybe once every year, maybe every 2 years, who knows? But for the most part, it's going to be indies and AA games. That's what I think we're going to get from first party. That's how I feel. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing, because there's been some damn good AA and indie games that I've really loved this generation.
I know, like Ori.
Yeah. Ori's fantastic. Cuphead, another one. There's some great games that are indies.
Are those indie games, technically?
Yeah.
More AA than indie.
Yeah. Right, AA.
Blame it on the media. Blame it on the media, though.
Turn into AAA. Yeah, so
well, it's because
but the media,
looking at more, you got to listen about the service-based games thing. They talk about that a lot, and that's where the money is. It's a business at the end of the day, and I can see that's what they're more focused on. That's why I say in the end, guys, this is going to be the multiplayer machine, Steam box sort of thing in your living room eventually. That's where Xbox is headed eventually. I can see the writing on the wall. If you don't like that, then you know Xbox may not be for you in the future.
Okay. And you can that's what got great big games to play. I'm cool. You know what I mean? That's how I look at it.
What about you?
Yeah. Agree.
You've been quiet for a while. What about you, Live? Where are you on this?
On the whole, well, I mean, I don't think it's gonna be as crazy as like a service-based game doesn't mean it has to be free to play. Like, to me, you know, Destiny's a service-based game. Halo right now is a service-based game. Like, Gears is a service-based game. So if you're giving me the same quality, but you're just putting in microtransactions, because me, I don't give a fuck about microtransactions. I never bought a single one for Gears, nor did I buy one for Halo. Now, do I know people that have? Sure. People that don't want to spend the time playing match on match just to get some scarf or helmet, whatever. I mean, if that's what they want to do, that's what they want to do. But to me, if it's gonna allow me to still get those AAA looking games, just give me, because to me, I don't mind if Xbox goes the whole route of like all our games have to have a single player, but also have a multiplayer. So we could put, microtransactions for scarves and whatever the fuck that people want, to have in the game. Shit, to be honest, shit, you can take it up to a whole nother level and allow people to make shit in the game and then charge motherfuckers that want the shit that they made in the game. Just like on some Forza shit, be like, yo, such and such made this kitted out fucking car, but I want that shit. He said he gonna charge me $1, whatever the fuck. All right, cool. I'll pay that. $1.99 for this. Microsoft get like 50 cents for it, whatever the fuck it is. I don't give a fuck if that's what they want to do. Shit, somebody might quit their day job just to play and Sea of Thieves and make fucking bandanas all day if they allow them to do it. I just sold like 35 bandanas to Sea of Thieves. All right, go have it. I mean, because they do that shit in World of Warcraft and all that other shit.
Y'all don't let him go on a tangent. Come on.
No. He's fine. I mean,
so I'm just saying, man, to me, it's not that big now. If they just make it on some single player, like this is, I don't know, what's like, damn, I'm trying to think. Like, say if Uncharted don't have no multiplayer, right? They cut it out, and then it's just like, guess what? If you want to be Aloy in Uncharted, we're going to charge you $5 for that. Like, that would kind of suck.
All right.
But for multiplayer, I'm like, cool.
Okay. What about you, Chuck? Where are you at on this? Because I mean, the whole point of this was about what Phil was saying was Do you
about the studios and stuff?
Yeah, about the studios.
Right.
What studios would you want to acquire and things like that?
All right, cool. Look, check this out. Like, first, like about the studios and Fonz is saying about he's saying like they're going to the AA route, like the Cupheads and the Ori and the Blind Forest. I mean, you got to blame the media for that because that's pretty much the only games that the media actually showed love and was happy and excited and promoted for them. So of course they're gonna go in that direction to a certain degree. Now, what I was looking at about like what Phil Spencer saying about he finna start working on straight like the new IPs and stuff like that. I mean, you got to look at how the money is flowing. Okay, they kind of slacked up a little bit because they had to put the money into investing in making the X, the designing the X, all the PR that they had to put in on behind that. Now all let's do past tense. Now you know what I'm saying, when they get their quota for the amount of money they can spend for this next year, they can use that to invest in strictly for games, strictly for new IPs and requiring another studio. Me personally, I mean, I wouldn't purchase none of them. I leave all the studios alone. Start your own studio, your own brand new stuff. Come up with some new IPs. I mean, if you purchase something like 100 saying, just purchase key elements off these studios that might sell like Crytek. You know what I'm saying? You want to purchase that engine from them. You don't want nothing that they got besides Rise. But you know what I'm saying? Like these other studios, like people saying purchase PUBG. Hell no. Don't purchase them because PUBG is a game mode, not a game. Once people play this game here in Call of Duty, Battlefield, and all these other games get their hands, I mean, y'all seeing it happening now. Once they get their hands on this mode, PUBG is dead. PlayStation get PUBG a year from now, it's going to be too late because that game going to be over. It's not going to be the next Minecraft because that's a game mode that's going to be implemented into these big games. So
someone like Fortnite is how I copied PUBG.
Bam. Yep, and that's just the start of it. But you know what I'm saying? The little small AA games, that's cool. Bring a couple of those, but they still need that big AAA. That's why they need the new studios to bring these new IPs, and they need some new AAA as well. So Phil know that, you know what I'm saying, he got some money that's gonna be freed up for next quarter because the X is already out now. He ain't gotta worry about investing in nothing to do with no hardware. I don't think he got to worry about if the money that he have to spend for the Xbox is going to be for strictly software. So yes, we're going to get some big AAA, big blockbuster games. We're going to get the small ones too. You know what I'm saying? That's going to be good to feel for the media because they love the little small winky-dinky games. Some of the small games I love myself. Cuphead, love it. You know what I'm saying? But, they going to bring the sequels because they ain't got no sequels that came out yet. The only one that's going to be the first one is going to be the Recall. I mean, the Ori. Then they're gonna do a Recall. Then they got to do a big AAA, so it's gonna be a Quantum Break or Rise. We're gonna see a big AAA blockbuster game, a sequel coming out, and that's gonna get announced at this 3 this year. That's my thoughts and that's my opinion. I kept it under a minute.
Nice. I appreciate that. Damn, Triple Cup did it right.
In here.
All right. Okay, so
that was 219.
Yeah, man, no, it wasn't 219.
Come on,
he was
man.
Right.
Hey, that's why I fuck with 100. That's my dog right there.
That's my boy. 100's our boy. But anyway, so no, I definitely have to agree. As for me, I think that Xbox is going to they're going to fulfill what the needs of what so many people have been saying negatively about Xbox, even though they weren't saying that in the first 3 years of Xbox when they were bringing out the exclusives. But the older IPs, I definitely want them to do, and if they can, I would like them to pull some stuff from Capcom. If they can get a Devil May Cry, if they can get a Power Stone, if they can get an
Power Stone, wow.
Anything, if you know what I'm saying, because Capcom is ready to let go, and I wouldn't want to see Nintendo and Sony just eat everything up. Just look at Street Fighter V. Street Fighter V is finally starting to pick up the pace, but with Microsoft money and backing, just think of what Street Fighter V would be right now. You see what I'm saying? So the thing of it is that I want Scalebound to come back. So I agree with Delilah and all of that. But I'm not going to go long on it. I'm just going to move on to the next topic. But I definitely want Rise 2. I want Sunset Overdrive 2. I want Record 2. I want Quantum Break 2. It's right for the fans because there's so many people out there that's been gaming and that's just now getting introduced to the Xbox right now that may play those games and may love them like we all do. And that's, what I'm saying? And, forget about the sale numbers. Do what Sony does. Just throw it down your throat, ram it until you like it.
Right.
All right, let's get on to the next topic. You know what I'm saying? Because we in the danger zone now, man. We're gonna wrap this up. PUBG publisher Bluehole is announced a brand new game that is not a shooter, and it is called Ascent Infinite Realm. You need to go check this game out. If anybody that's into MMOs or into RPGs, if you look at this game and you see this game, I love it. I hope that it comes to the X. I hope that it has an opportunity to come to the consoles. I doubt it, but if it does, man, I'm on it all day because it's got a like a steampunk vibe with fantasy, has warlords, sorcerers, gunslingers, assassins, mystics. It's got all different types of stuff. It is completely different. It's completely different than what PUBG is, and I'm all for it. So everybody on the panel,
share the link, please.
Did they hire you? Did they hire you for their publicists? Goddamn, you need some money.
No. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Look, there's one thing. Look, I'm one of the people that because people jump on me because I stand strong about 343 stand.
Better not look like no dog shit.
And Naughty Dog, they did. But what I'm saying,
only look so much dog shit. No.
Go look at it. Go check it out. It's called Ascent.
I'm in it right now.
I'm looking. I'm waiting for the commercial to go off. Hold on.
When is it coming out? 2025.
It looks dope. No, it comes.
Trying to make sure it ain't blasting in.
But anyway, go check it out. And anyway, this is just free realm. You can just jump in if you want to.
This looks like some Final Fantasy type shit.
Yeah, I love Final Fantasy type shit. But I mean, it's an MMO though. You know what I'm saying? Like Guild Wars and shit like that. So anybody that's interested in that, let me know. Let me know what y'all guys think.
And Elder Scrolls, because they got fucking dragons.
I'll take a pass on that.
I like it.
All right.
I like it, but shit, man, you say some cyberpunk shit and all that,
this shit is crazy.
Cyberpunk,
steampunk is all the same to me. Only got so much rock and roll in me, you know what I'm saying? I only have bass and all that.
With all these special effects, it's coming
to like some Gears of War mixed with fucking Shadow of Mordor and shit.
It looks dope, man. Gameplay looks really dope. Okay,
you better get it. You better get the alpha, the beta, and the omega.
I'm asking the wrong people. About this.
Shit looks so good. $100 the storage.
It looks solid though. It looks solid.
That more up Luke alley right there.
It looks like a more souped up. What's that game that we already
running?
Never went to.
Like Neverwinter. I like Neverwinter, but shoot, we got Neverwinter, we got Path Exile.
They got all different types of stuff, man. They got all different types of elements in this game. Like you got people hang gliding, you got ships, you got wizards and shit. That shit looks fire.
As long as that shit is it's $40 or less, I'll play it. Okay. I ain't getting them 60.
All right. Okay, let me go. Let's move on to the next topic then. All right. This is probably where we're going to end it off at. All right, there was an individual. I'm not going to say no names.
Individual? Who's this individual?
We don't live on the East Coast.
Man, let me just say this. There was an individual that made a comment about the review of Lucky Tale. And this individual said that you don't have to review a game. You can just look at it. And you can give a review off of that, and all hell broke loose. I gotta give it to my boy Tim Dog because Tim Dog jumped on that. And it's not that I got respect for this individual that said this because I watch his podcast. But Jesus. the thing of it was that I found that quite odd for a person that saying big media guy that you know what I'm saying, that they want people to watch reviews, but when they make comments like this, it makes you just take a double take. So
nigga, you talking about Ryan? You talking about Ryan?
Man, just say you can't read.
Man, Ryan, that Ryan he got to do what he got to do. He got to need them clicks. And Ryan ain't really played that. Yeah, he's talking about Shaggy, man. Man, some things you got to tune out in your life. I tune out Shaggy. I call him Ryan. Y'all call him Shaggy. Some things I don't even go. I don't watch their podcast. I don't do that. It's enough time in my life. I don't need to even worry about it. That's his opinion, and I can respect his opinion. But did Miss Shannon Loftus, beautiful Shannon Loftus, check
beautiful Shannon Loftus? Man,
you know what I'm saying?
You seen them hips?
Hey, that's default team classified.
Shannon, she spoke up. She said, Ryan, while I respect your opinion, you don't have to tell people to not play the game. He deleted the tweet. And then Dustin Legary was like,
what did he say though? I want to know what he really said.
And then Dustin Legary was just like,
he said,
like, I don't know what Ryan said or did, but y'all need to leave Ryan alone. Ryan is a good, upstanding citizen. Like basically that shit. I'm like, okay, can y'all stop?
But see, I put this way: as us as gamers, like we real gamers, all of us in here real gamers, right? We need to cut the bullshit out. You know what I'm saying? Don't subscribe to these people. Don't even listen to them because they need attention.
8.6 million people. They're already subscribed.
Well, let them. I'm not gonna be 8.6 million. Point one. I don't watch. I don't care what they say because I know. The thing about it is they're not really playing these games. It's all for clicks now. It's all for clicks.
You can say that. You can look at a game and say what type of game it is, but to give it a review score,
I know, right?
That's
disrespectful.
All right, hey, make a perfect example. You're a more Final Fantasy guy than I am, right?
Right. Well,
do that make you a difference? But you ain't never told me. But you ain't never told me. I ain't never told you, right? We've been in parties, up team in party. I ain't never told you Final Fantasy is dog shit.
No.
I never did that. It's whatever you like. It's games that I didn't play. And you were like
garbage. Like, you know what I'm saying? I have plenty of people that tell me that's garbage, even like the Persona fans, all of that. And I'm like,
Persona is dope. Persona's dope.
Persona's, and I never talk bad about Persona. Never. I just said that it's a niche title. That's all I've said.
Yeah, it is.
The thing that I've like, look, I will not hate on the next man's hustle. I will never hate what they like or what they don't like. That to me, that's irrelevant because it's all opinionated. But to be a reviewer, if I was a person that was a reviewer and I didn't like,
supposed to be objective, yeah.
Yeah, if I'm a reviewer and I am going to review Super Lucky's Tale, and that wasn't my type of game,
don't do it.
I don't even think it's not that
the person, and I'm going to pass the game to somebody I'm going to pass that game to somebody else. I'm not going to.
But Mega, I don't blame them. I blame the head editor. Okay, perfect example. Mega, you like more races. You play Forza more than I play Forza. I'm a casual Forza player. It'll take me down there half the year to beat Forza. Well, Mega will beat Forza. But if you give me that game to me, I'm not a real Forza car enthusiast. So why give the game to me where you can give it to a person that loves car games, that owns damn near every car game? That's what you need to give it to. I didn't saw Mr. Ryan saying review PlayStation games. You know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. And to me, they were both the same. And like everybody says, you cannot put Super Lucky Tales up to Mario. Mario Mario can't do no wrong.
Right.
Mario can motherfucking drop cook Peach today.
I've watched
still get away with it.
Mario gonna be made up of a piece of paper.
I watched a review. It's a black dude. He wear glasses. I don't know his name. He's a lame. He reviewed Madden, right? And he was like, I'm gonna review Madden, but I'm not a Madden player. This is on IGN. So I went to watch it. Yo, he destroyed Madden. Only because he don't play football games. Not because the game was bad.
Yeah.
But they got 8 million motherfuckers subscribed, and so when some people click onto that, oh, Madden is garbage. But he said in the beginning he's not a fucking football fan.
This is the best Madden ever.
No, this was like 2 years ago.
Oh, okay.
But the point was, if this is not your genre that you play, why the fuck they got you reviewing it with that many viewers available to you? So when people look at because people like Metacritic gathers scores from around the internet and give you a general consensus of what the score is. But those scores are opinionated. You know who had the best reviews? Game trailers. They went through every aspect of the game, online, graphics, story, presentation.
You know on all this stuff now though, right?
Oh.
IGN.
But they bought them out. That's why game trailers don't exist.
They just show trailers. That's their trailers.
Right. They show trailers, but they used to have a
They used to
review
do reviews
dude,
and everything too.
and he was the man.
Yeah.
So
But
when
that's
I
when
saw
Whatchamacallit
him,
was there.
when I saw him, I respected it. I don't even know his name. I just know the voice. But when you review a game, like okay, I play everything, so I can't use myself as an example. But somebody who just plays shooters can't review RPGs. They're not gonna put the time into it to give you what the game is based on. If it don't appeal to them, it's shit. And that's what IGN is doing.
Well, and you know, and that's the thing. Like, look, I don't have a problem with the gentleman, right? You know what I'm saying? Like I said, y'all can say the name. I just, you know, I watch what he does. I watch his podcast.
What?
I just.
So why you support this man?
No, it's not about me supporting. It's like, look.
Well, why would you listen to it and you know what you finna get?
Because I listen to everybody. I listen to people like Alex. I listen to Rock. I listen to.
I don't listen, and I don't listen to none of them. But see, my thing is, why waste if you know that you, at the end of the day, that you're not going to agree with their opinion?
No,
that's they all opinions.
But that's the thing with me. 100 is this. I don't want to get out of that. I don't want to be in that fringe element of thinking that I am that super fanboy that everything Xbox does is right. And
right. Megan, why do you give it now? Why do you care what somebody cares about you? As long as you can't make it.
Let me finish.
You gotta let him say this point. If you're gonna ask a question, let him finish.
Let me finish it. The point of it is that look, it doesn't matter if I agree or disagree with anybody that loves or hate the Xbox. It's the point that keeps me balanced, because there may be some things like me and Fonzarelli. Me and Fonzarelli went back and forth about the 3060. And I still, and you know what I'm saying? And then I was just telling him earlier, I was like, hey, man, this Witcher feels good. And he said, well, there's no patches unless you got the disc. I got the disc, but I got the what you call it instead. I got the digital. And I said it just feels better. It just feels better. So if the 60 frames feel better, I will admit that. But the thing of it is that to me on certain games, I'm a visual guy, and I rather have visuals over the 30 frames. Now, I got my shit already ready to go for Gears, and everyone with the X has told me Gears is the creme de la creme, and I can't wait to see it. But the thing of it is that I want to be as balanced as I can be, regardless of what haters say about me or whatever. I'm a gamer first. And if something PlayStation does right, I will give them props for it. But if Xbox does something right, I'm going to give them their props for it, or Nintendo, whoever, whatever. But I listen to everybody because I want to stay grounded.
Right.
That's my thing.
Yeah, but see, Megan, you say that right. Now I don't want to sound like I'm Fonzarelli. You say that right. I listen to a whole lot of PlayStation guys, PC guys, that head that's on straight. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I know they on that BS. Sometimes they not. But if I already know,
pass a lot of those channels to me, because a lot of them
I know. I know a lot of, like I said. Matter of fact, if you have, Mega, if I don't know if you ever did this, if you go on the YouTube app on your phone, right, and you go to home, you scroll up, you know your phone was listening to you most of the time. You'll find some stuff, and I've found some amazing PlayStation guys and saw some amazing PC guys. You know what I'm saying? Can keep it borderline neutral. They can say, yeah, I love PlayStation, but I have to give credit where credit is due. A lot of them out there that they don't get the credit this credit is due. But people go runs to the review text and go run to all these other people. But to me, they're not really knowledgeable. You're more knowledgeable than them. That's all I'm like. You watch. So my thing is, in my day when I'm in my office or something, if I do listen, I want to listen to, like, you got some damn sense. Like when I was listening to the Xbox stuff and they were talking about the console too heavy. It's not this ain't a Nintendo Switch. How many big PC rigs is heavy as hell with all the cooling and stuff? They sit still. That's why you can get you an S, or you know what I'm saying? You can. It's crazy.
Like everybody said though. It's just like what everybody said in the beginning of the show. Is that why would you get if you want the best of the best? Why would you get the S? You go ahead and you save your money for the X, or you wait until next year until the price goes down. Because if you want the best of the best, it's going to be where Xbox is at this point in time. And if this was reversed, I told Fontarelli and All Day them this earlier, is that if this was PlayStation with their exclusives, and if they had the Pro that was like the X, damn it, man. As an Xbox dude, I have no choice but to just say, damn, Xbox, you are losing, Jack. You ain't got shit to, you got a lot of shit to prove, man. You got a lot of shit to prove. But it's not that, and what frustrates me is that if we, as us as YouTubers, is that we have to be obligated to tell the public the truth, not hide behind the bullshit. Because we are supposedly Xbox guys, or
we're supposed to educate the people that don't know no better.
PC guys, right? And especially people that listen to us and trust our every word.
And trust our opinions.
That's the reason why I listen to everybody else, just to make sure that I ain't teetered off the edge and make myself sound like I'm lost. You see what I'm saying? So anyway,
thank you, Mega.
Yeah,
Mega, you've been lost.
Yeah, I am. Anyway,
you've been lost.
I'm lost in finding that. Woo! Pants off, dance off. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? That's a different story.
Oh,
man, we about to get on out of here, man, because it's 10:20.
Yeah, man. I gotta call the old lady. I'm gonna get cussed out.
I don't hear anything from you. You over here, you disrupted this podcast up and down. No, anyway,
I told them that I'm the terror. I gotta terrorize y'all every now and then.
Anyway, Lady Infamous is gonna cut me to the white meat, but you know what I'm saying? Listen, thank you guys. We had so many other topics to talk about. We'll probably call next week, talking about Nintendo and Need for Speed and Sonic. Damn, I wanted to get into those topics, but I really did. And EA acquiring Respawn, but
we talked about that.
No, we didn't. No, that was just somebody brought it up, but we didn't get into full detail about it like I wanted to. But anyway, Lady Infamous, I know you got to go out and you got to do your thing, so I'll go ahead and get you out of here first. Lady, where can they find you? Thank you for coming out.
Hey, no, I'm not gone.
Damn.
Well, I just want to say to our lovely guests this evening, thank you for stopping by. 108 and Luca, thank you again for your lovely inputs on gaming. You know, shit. And everybody in our panel, thank you for stopping by, and everybody in our chat, thank you for hanging with us tonight.
Appreciate that.
You know where I be at, Lady_Infamous 30. All Lady Infamous stuff is right there on Twitter. Tonight we're gonna do a grown women gaming night with Fortnite, and tomorrow we're also gonna do the podcast Volume 9 with me and Delilah HD. So I hope to see you guys there, and you guys have a lovely evening.
Why y'all don't invite me to these parties, man? What's the
all-female panel? We tell you this every show.
Man, hop in a live chat.
You need a smooth talker to get out there and to help get y'all
the voice ain't smooth enough, bro.
Megan, you got too much shit going on.
Hold on. After hours, hey, after hours, I'll be like, ladies.
Oh, hell.
Oh, Jesus. No, it don't.
Here we go.
No, it don't. That should be squeaky voice. Y'all motherfucker. Yeah, see.
No. When I know it is time to get right. Tonight.
Yo, listen. You're not representing the light-skinned dudes properly.
Nah. Well, you in the lane. We ain't even like
what to do.
Megan name is Drake.
Thank you.
Yeah, give him a drink. Please give him a drink.
Oh, man, I don't need no drink.
Oh, man.
Anyway.
It's because you're from Oklahoma. It's okay.
Man, wait a minute. Look, Duckworth. Your ass better take your ass to Guatemala, and you better go ahead and hope you don't get ate by a shark or a porpoise.
Oh, he called you Duckworth. Wow.
Anyway, so Luca, I'm so thankful that you came on to the show. I know you didn't get your chance to talk that much, man. I'm sorry about that. But you can go ahead and you can cuss out 108 and the DM. So anyway, thank you, Luca. And where can they find you at?
Oh, well, I just want to say thank you so much for having me on, Mega. I had a good time. And you guys can find me at the Ashton Luca on Twitter. And you can find me on RDX Podcast. That's every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Dealer Gaming's channel. And on the Speak Podcast, that's on XBlue Rendezvous's channel. And that's every Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And
Yes. Yeah, man. When you and Blue gonna get me on, man, on that show, man, so I can go ahead and bring out some real stuff, man. Talk about
Jesus.
Oh yeah, man. No, I'll talk to her about it.
All right, yeah. You know what I'm saying? If I need to talk to her, I can go into my mode like, hey, Lou, you know what I'm saying?
She'll immediately curse you out, sir. And she'll
Yes.
nah.
She probably would, because the way I
She's
cut
like,
her
no.
ass up,
And it'll be all right because he deserves that shit.
Yep, let him get his ass cussed out.
He needed it in his life.
Oh, God damn it.
All right.
Thank you.
Delilah HD, our matriarch, our lady that, you know what I'm saying, the lady of the hour, next to Lady Infamous, and Luca, you know what I'm saying? Where can they find you? What are you doing
on Twitter?
right now?
Usually on Twitter, I'm working on something that's going to be called Generation X.
You finally gonna do a video?
No, it's a site, and it's gonna contain videos and
a video.
I'm supporting that. I'm supporting that.
Thank you.
Wanna wait? I got you, Big Lemon. I got you.
Appreciate that. Like I need to get at least about 2 more people that produces really good quality YouTube.
Lemon does
non-crumb side.
I got crossed out at the first thing.
Say that I'm a part of
did I say Kmage? Did I say Kmage?
Hey, that was me. I got crossed out day 1. I ain't hunted off.
You crossed out.
I'm just saying. I'm just trying to be. I'm trying to because I want the site to be professional. I mean, I want to do opinion pieces.
Oh, word! I
get
said
Lemon.
I'm sorry, I said that wrong.
LiveWire does a good job.
I ain't got no.
I'm just putting it out there because like I've put a lot of work into it already. A couple people have already seen it.
Why I can't see it? I'm supposed to be on Xbox Chrome.
Somebody ain't gonna say no names. I already got snubbed by somebody, but I'm not gonna.
I get to see it on your Xbox Chrome.
I send it to you, but it's one of those things. I'm still working on it. It's taking some time, but I definitely want it to take off, and so yeah. I mean,
Wanna wait, Dragon? Gmail, just holler at me. Man,
I can't read it, so I support.
You got people that's really talented. You got 108, you got LiveWire, you got 100. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't talented.
You are talented.
I was trying to give you some props, but never mind. Anyway,
I gotta kill my own self off. I'm gonna cross my own. I know what I get.
I can't. I mean, like I really don't want to. If I do something with the crumb side, I'm gonna make sure it's a separate section on the site. Like I want.
Okay. All right.
It gets.
HD, you're done. Go away. You're done.
All right, I'm just
cold-blooded.
I know, right?
Done. Anyway,
Megan, you feel you part of the crumb side. She told you. Welcome home. Welcome home.
I don't even.
Welcome home, man. So I don't know.
Welcome home.
Welcome home. The next person, Mega, because they ain't gonna let you talk.
I ain't know. I don't even make crumb side videos. What?
Yeah, see, payback's a motherfucker, ain't it?
I didn't say Kmage. I'm just making general statements right now.
No, Kmage called me.
I didn't say
Kmage saw me one. I'm like, okay, that's cool. I can accept it.
100. Thank you for coming on and ruining the show.
Chaos.
Hey man, your birthday's coming up. What you gonna be doing for your birthday, bro?
Drinking.
Oh man, I'm supposed to be out of Vegas. I'm still working on it. You already know I'm finna do that.
Hey, he gonna put a candle in a bottle.
Damn. Oh, he gonna be Christina Aguilera.
He said a candle in
He'll be dropping hot wax on his nipples.
No, I can't go. Hang on, you know what? We gonna leave that conversation. We gonna leave that comment alone. We gonna leave that comment alone. But no, I need to finish up this project. If I finish up this project tonight,
that just didn't even phase.
Nah, but I mean, you know, that's another story that can't be on this show. That's another story. If you want to know, you need to find us on Xbox Live. You know what I'm saying? About 5 times a night, you'll hear a whole lot of interesting things about us.
Crazy. Lord. You be learning a whole lot of shit.
Hey, I'm still laughing off that crazy shit.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you 100 for coming stopping by. LiveWire. Where can they find you at? Where are you going to? And why are you going there?
I'm going to Guatemala.
That's what it was called.
Everybody say goodbye. He's not going to come back up.
100. What was it called again?
They're going to Guala Guala.
Done. They're going to kidnap his kidney. That nigga in a tub of ice.
He said Guala Guala. I said, what? I said, there ain't no place.
Why can't I go to Guala Guala?
Man, there ain't no
Hey,
they gonna leave.
Hey,
shit's to
Hey
the
man,
stars,
be
bro.
hey, be
Guala
safe.
Guala.
You gotta be safe.
Bro, what's wrong with Guala Guala?
Hey man, Guala Guala ain't no real place, bro.
Made up.
Find out, nigga.
Hey,
Sounds so made up.
hey, I watched a lot of Discovery Channel. I couldn't go to sleep last night,
Adderall.
man. Yeah. Hey, I couldn't go to sleep last night, and I'm watching these two dudes, XCI agents. These two XCI agents going to go fight Escobar's money. I'm like, are you crazy? Leave it alone.
Okay, let that
That's
nigga
what I
talk. We need to get past this motherfucker. He crazy.
That's time. Go ahead, LiveWire. Where can we find you at, man?
Yo, you can find me on my channel doing my typical tomfoolery, wild shit that I do. Fucking with the porpoise shit again. You know what? Goddamn it!
Hey, you ever swimming out there in Guatemala?
Yo, they got blue water out there, bitch. Out there.
Yeah, man.
Got that blue ass water. You know what I mean?
Okay. All right. All right. We're gonna move on. Triple Cup Chuck. What's up? Hey man, are you up? Hey, look. You know what I'm saying? You heard what I did to Tax with them Rams. Do you really want that work?
Man, you ain't. Hey, wait till I come from out of town. You gonna get it. You know me. I don't travel with my console. Stay there. Yeah, I was doing that too.
That nigga Triple Chuck sound like Master P. I don't give a fuck.
Straight New Orleans.
Hell, I'm from down New Orleans. I'm from Baton Rouge.
He's from Baton Rouge. My bad.
Yeah, that's
Still Sneaky Town.
Yeah.
I'm from
Baton Rouge, Boots from South Baton Rouge.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Nice. So where can they find you at, man? While you over here just rambling? Get on. Only Kmage can ramble.
Yeah. Hey, okay, I'm just gonna cut it short and sweet. On Wednesday.
All right, you done. All right, man. What on?
God damn, man, shit.
Hey, Chuck, we gonna get him back tomorrow, Chuck. We gonna get him back tomorrow.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, Triple Cup. Go ahead, bro.
All right. On Wednesdays, you go on my channel at Triple Cup Chuck, Triple Cup one word then Chuck. I do the Vibration podcast. It's about the Marvel and DC, and I do a little video.
Vibration.
This week
here, that sound like a porn podcast.
Man, shut up, nigga.
Hey, look, this Wednesday.
That's a load of toys he be playing with.
Hey, but look, check this out. This Wednesday we bringing the punk. We talking about the Punisher. So yeah, it's gonna be that dumb shit up.
Shit, my chest.
You gotta wait after the podcast to play that one.
Did you vote for yourself, man?
All right, okay, cool.
Was that man a PIO?
Hey, that's 100, man. That's 100, man.
Hey, that's G4. Hey, to find out about why he played that, you gotta go find us in the party.
Hey, 100's about that Tom Selleck, baby. He likes them women with them Tom Sellecks.
Oh man.
See. Man, he been waiting to play that shit for the last damn month.
Happy birthday, Tom Selleck.
Stupid.
Okay. 108 Dragons.
Okay. It's your boy Lemon, aka Lemetius. First of all, this podcast is incredible. The team is incredible. The ladies incredible.
Yeah, and you cutting people off.
I don't cut people off. I just interject.
Nah, he thought I didn't know what I was talking about. It's all good.
I interject. And then, yo, she corrected me. I thought, I was like, oh, okay, I get where she come from. But
the word time that you say something to Lady Infamous, she's gonna cut your ass, and she's gonna cut you hard.
Oh man,
feelings. And you know what I'm saying?
Person ever, man. Don't be giving these people these notions that I'm gonna be popping off so damn fast.
Hey,
I pop off if I need to pop off.
Lady Infamous is where she.
That shit is crazy. They make it run around here talking about Lady Infamous is how they call that shit a $1.50.
Oh man. Anyway, go ahead.
You can find me at first of all, it's a pleasure to be here. Thank you, Kmage. Thank you, team, panel. But you can find me at 108 Dragons TV. We cover all consoles, systems, games, whatever you do, I do. I'm here for y'all. I'm 108. We 108. That's how I do it here. And I greatly appreciate. That's it, man.
Yeah.
Hey, that's his joint though.
And y'all better go in for he gonna give another Xbox One Scorpio out if he ain't gave it out yet. I think he got one left. He already gave it out. So y'all should have filed his score. He was giving the shit out. He gave out two.
For a Scorpio.
My channel was funded by me. You know what I'm saying? And my generosity comes from my heart, and I love my team. I love my fellow gamers. I love everybody in here because we all striving to be better.
Do what we gotta do.
And just facts. Do what we gotta do.
And big shout out to Crownsworthy, man, sitting there giving a shout out to Delilah. He sat there and he said, "Thank you, Delilah, for over here giving us a somber, weak ass outro for $2." We're just saying that. I'm just playing. Thank you, Crownworthy, so much, and thank you guys for watching that with the GRG podcast. Look, man. Every week, man, it's special, and I want you guys to hit me up on the DM or hit me up, man. Like our boy Lemon, he wants to be a part of this show. He really wants to be part of that. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Fonzarelli. He bounced out. He probably had to do something with his kids, or he was just tired of Lemmy cutting them off.
He said all
100 kids.
So anyway, so you know he got about 20 fucking kids. He got to take care of business, man.
I think it's just 18.
It's just 8. It's just 8.
It's just 18.
For real, it's still funny though.
Yeah. So,
you know, it is what it is.
All I'm saying is this: that man has to put him to bed, and when he got to put him to bed, it's gonna be shit. Put him to bed anyway. Thank you guys. And it's Friday night. You all gonna do it right. We're gonna be gaming, or it's gonna be the pants off, dance off. Or if you lonely, that means you phony, and that means you ain't no. So thank you guys for rocking with the GRG podcast so much. Man, let's keep this party going. Man, hit that like button and all that stuff.
Man.
Yeah,
man.
Support.
Real
hey, go on my channel, hit that dislike button. I love that shit.
Oh my God! Why don't you? If you're gonna do a plug, just do it right, man.
That's what I do. I love it. Hey, think about I'm different from everybody else. I love it.
LA on
he like Beyonce backwards, nigga. He been drinking.
Matter of fact, I might be going with live. Shoot, I might have my birthday in Guala.
You ain't going with it because live said he's
because that motherfucker passed out and got on the wrong plane and shit.
All right, y'all. Thank you for rocking out with us.
Thank you.
Bye.
I'll send y'all pictures. I'll send y'all pictures,
everybody. Good night.
Good night.
Good night. I got 5 more seconds.
Yo, this looking stuff is not as easy as